What a moot is, it's a legal argument that we have the students present a case before a judge in the same way as would happen in an appeal in a court decision. It's not dealing with witnesses, it's not dealing with evidence, it's creating a legal argument on an area of law where the answer is unclear, where the answer is disputed.
A lot of people think it's quite similar to debating, but it's a lot more legal than that. You're focusing on the law of the problem. It's largely focused on an oral argument. You're giving your oral argument to a judge and you'll get asked questions. And yeah, I think it's quite fun.
So as a student, what you have to do is you're paired up with another student, you carry out research, so you look at cases, legislation, you have to make a bundle, which is like collecting cases together. It's what real lawyers do in court.
It's presentation skills, you know, that fundamentally that is what mooting is. You're trying to persuade somebody to agree with you. It's those kind of core skills, the research, the presentation, that you can take forward both into helping you get a job and then actually when you're in a job.
Dundee takes part in a lot of competitions, nationally, internationally, in mooting, and over the years we've had success in various competitions. The Dundee team has consistently been the Scottish representative in an international law moot, the finals of which are held at the International Court of Justice in The Hague.
The internal competition is Dundee students against Dundee students. It's a lot of the time it's sort of an introduction to mooting. The first moot a lot of people will do.
This year I've been involved in an external competition, and that's with all UK universities, I think, and that was really kind of intense experience because you had to speak for 20 minutes, but I definitely feel like my mooting improved so much for that.
I was really sort of quite scared of public speaking, whereas now not so much, because you just get used to sort of speaking in front of people, speaking to real judges. And that's another thing that you get from it, you get the real life experience.
I think there are a whole host of skills that they get from it. One is they have to do their own research, so they've got to find the legal authorities that support the side of the argument that they make. So they've got to concentrate and focus on a clearly structured argument. They've got to be able to see the other side of a case, which is absolutely crucial. You have to be able to think on your feet because the judge will ask questions.
Obviously there's the invaluable skill of like public speaking, and if you want to be a barrister, an advocate, even if you don't even want to go into law, public speaking is always a good skill to have.
So last semester we gave a series of presentations on Zoom, and then we did a few one-to-one seminars introducing them to mooting, law, and just practicing debating.
Most careers nowadays involve presenting in some form, organising, structuring arguments, so it's useful that way. In terms of getting a job, if the students have shown that they've got experience in mooting, clearly it shows to a would-be employer, a legal practitioner, that they're interested in the law and that they have these skills.
I think it's something that really sort of sets you apart when you go into an interview process to be able to say, well, actually, I can clearly do research, I'm confident on my feet, I can convey legal arguments successfully. You know, they're all good qualities that somebody wants.
A lot of the opportunities you get from mooting looks very good on your CV, whether it's sort of competing in external competitions, sitting on a committee, you sort of get a real sense of this is what it's going to be like in the real world, and it can only help boost your CV.
Honestly, some of my best friends I've met through mooting. Teamwork's such a big deal for these competitions, so you have to be able to get along with people, and you know, you make some of your best friends at university through mooting.